still available, but we're going to move into the beautiful top that Siobhan is wearing. It is our lace trim bell sleeve top for $39.90. We have 4 flexible payments of $9.98 to be able to get this at home. Siobhan, let's go over these beautiful colors because this is a nice combination of lace and stripes.
And linen, right, with the pants.
Yes.
It's one of those that's so feminine. And you're right, stripes aren't always considered feminine, but the way that Diane did it, of course, with the lace placement here, and then at the sleeves, another sleeve detail. That's a gorgeous bell with that lace. I wanted to show you something that this is on top of. So it's not, it's a separate piece that is on top of. Look at that. That specialty detail that I know you wouldn't expect from a top, even from a distance like this, or this kind of like super duper sale. But it's got a lovely, lovely extra special detail to it. And that's the same here. And then that band goes all the way around with the lace.
It does. And I think when you see, it's almost, as we're calling it, like eyelash edges.
Yes.
Talk to us what that means.
Well, actually, I can even show you. There are these micro, think of the teeniest, tiniest little baby. Well, how about the eyelashes I glued on this morning? They're just like that. These lovely, teeny tiny baby, beautiful micro fringe.
Right.
And it is that eyelash lace detail.
It's so true. And I think when you see it on the girls, I'm sorry guys, we don't have monitors that we can see what shot you're on. I just want to, okay, perfect. Thank you, Dan. So you can see it on the models, and you can see that if you picked up that cotton linen blend pant, Siobhan, this is really the perfect colors to go back to that pant,
That's
right?
the way Diane designed it, absolutely. They all are gonna go back to the white, or maybe a pair of white jeans even, and then that dyed to match outfit. I mean, wow. That's a resort moment no matter where you are.
It is, but you know, it doesn't look, you know, sometimes when you do linen and then you try to put a top with it, as we talked a little bit earlier about linen being that natural properties of it giving you that slight wrinkled kind of casual look, what elevates it is this beautiful top because you have that combination of lace and stripes, which I think just looks beautiful with the pant. Now, when we're talking about the length on the top, it's 27 3/4 of an inch in the length. It is a 51% rayon, 49% cotton. It is 100% poly within that lace. So the lace is so pretty and strategically placed, right?
Very strategically placed. I would not, the only necklace I would probably do with this, Robin, would either be like the little cross that you wear, that signature neck that you have very high up, or some pearls. Right, maybe a little liquid silver.
You could, I think even just a simple little earring would be really lovely.
I would go minimal on the top because the lace is so special.
I agree, but look, if you want to be able to do the black pant with just that black and white kind of spectator look.
Very, very, very ladylike and so sophisticated at the same time.
Don't you think so? And extra small through 3X is just the sizing that we have available. 4 flexible payments of $9.98. But look at the girls, just a breath of fresh air, so beautiful. Just the days that you feel like you need a little pick-me-up.
Yes, this one is the one you're gonna wanna wear to church, the one you're gonna wanna wear to the shower or the wedding, or like you said, any random day where you could use a little pick-me-up, but it is an extra special treat from Diane. She really poured her heart and soul into this one.
She really did. And today, when you choose the colors, let's run through all the colors again one more time so everybody knows how to choose. We have it in your black, then we have it in your purple, which is like a beautiful lilac, isn't it?
It is, it's a lovely, it's a true purple. Right?
Right.
It is, and it's a lighter purple, but not lavender.
And then we have it in your coral.
It's right here.
So there's your coral, and then your last color is going to be in your aqua. But this is a softer aqua. Think of like a sea foam or a sea glass.
Exactly. Right? It's a very much almost like a bluish eucalyptus-y kind of misty blue.
Yes. Yeah. It's so pretty. And I just want to show you, just so you can see that.
Oh, there's the rest of the story.
So it's so beautiful there. 601986 is your item number. We do have 4 flexible payments on all of the tops from DG2, which is great. Now, I want to remember that Siobhan is going to be joining me at 2 p.m. So we'll have a full hour, including my uplifter jean.
Yes, well said.